Grandma's Story Time. Today I am going to tell you a story about a servant and the treasure. Once there lived two old landlords who were very good friends. One of them had a young wife who had borne him a son. The friend said, "You are a very lucky man. You have a son and a heir to whom you can bequeath all your estate." "Yes, that is true, but I am also worried. If I die, my son may not get the money. Do you think it will be a good idea to bury the treasure in the forest?" he asked. The friend said yes. Taking the household servant Nanda into his confidence, the old man went to the nearby forest and hid the treasure in a particular spot. "Nanda, when my son grows up, show him this treasure. Till then, no word to anyone else." Soon the old man died. Few years later, the young man wanted to go and meet his father's friend and told him, "My father was a rich man, but I don't seem to have enough money even to maintain my estate." "Why? I know your father had left you a lot of money," said the old friend. "But where?" asked the young man. "Somewhere in the forest. Ask Nanda. He knows about it," said the old friend. The young man asked Nanda, "My father has left me a lot of money. Do you know?" "Yes, sir, I know." "Let us go and get it because I need it now." "I'll take you to that place, sir," said Nanda. The young man thought to himself, "Nanda is such an honest man. He could have taken the money himself, but he didn't." When they reached the middle of the forest, the young man asked Nanda, "Where is the treasure?" Man who was docile all these years, Nanda suddenly changed into an arrogant and insolent man. "What do you think? You have some treasure here?" he shouted at the young man. He was startled by Nanda's behavior. He kept quiet and said, "Okay, let us get back home." Few days later, again, the young man asked Nanda to follow him, and Nanda followed him without objecting. When they reached the same spot, Nanda started abusing the young man. So the young man decided to get back home. Then he went and consulted his father's old friend. When he heard the entire thing, the old friend said, "You say that he starts abusing you at the same spot, and that is where the treasure is buried," he said. "How do you know?" asked the young man. "Money corrupts even an honest man. When he stands on the place where the treasure is buried, he becomes a changed man." And he advised him what to do about the situation. Few days later, the young man took Nanda again to the forest. As soon as they reached that spot, Nanda started abusing the young man. But the young man said, "Shut up. Whom do you think you are talking to? Just stay there till I ask you to move," and started digging at that place and found his treasure. He asked Nanda to carry the box back home, which Nanda did, and Nanda also served him very well till the end of his days. And the young man was grateful for his father's friend's advice. I'll meet you tomorrow with another story.